What horror movies could you survive in? I'm gonna be using myself as a stand-in because, well, let's just say it's gonna be hard to take me down, especially if I got my Louisville Slugger. Tiers are easy peasy lemon squeezy, little trouble, mild difficulty, chances are slim, and then just getting porked, that's just no chance. Numero uno, we got Saw. Guys, I think Saw is an anti-hero, because doesn't he only target villains? I mean, sure, he like brutally ends them in GTA. That's gotta be family friendly. But for the most part, I'd say he's a good guy. Not really at all, though. But guys, if I was dropped into a Saw scenario where he has some like gadget or gizmo on me and I gotta find my way out to save my life, it depends. I mean, I was the motherfucker you told a riddle to and I was sitting there like... So, I'm gonna say mild difficulty. He did kidnap a family because their father was evil? Okay, so he's a piece of shit. Smile. What happens in Smile? I'm not certain. Isn't it just like if you see somebody who's smiling off themselves, you're fucked? How do they give you the disease? Is it like an STD? Did somebody get with like a jolly woman and he'd use a Magnum or something? Like, I'm confused. What exactly took place? Okay, so apparently you just see somebody off themselves. I'm just gonna turn away. Right? Can't I just like not look at that? If I see somebody smiling at me weirdly, I don't even want to look at them for that long either. I feel like this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. You gotta be an idiot to fall victim to this. Annabelle. This movie traumatized me as a child. I thought that if the minute that I shut my eyes, a doll would just come after my ass and just slime me mid-sleep. So I was always on my guard. I had like a sit-down conversation with my mom that like, yo, you gotta hold down the fort and make sure there's no funny business inside here. Especially because my sister had a legion of these lined up in her room. I swore that maybe one night they would just not be pleased with my assortment of action figures and raid my quarters and slime my shit while I sleep. That being said, at the end of the day, it's a doll. What's it really doing? It's a fucked up doll. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alien! So you're playing an away game, you're in space, it's not even home turf. You don't even know what the fuck you're dealing with. At least like, if I got a grizzly bear on my hands, I'm familiar with it. I've watched a couple of Nat Geo videos. I know like weak spots. I know pressure points, things I can use to my advantage. Aliens, I got no fucking clue. They're just, who knows what kind of tricks they can employ on. But you could escape somehow. If there's an escape pod. C-3PO and R2-D2 did it. Why can't I? Chances are slim. Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, so if you go to sleep, he jumps you in your sleep. I feel like all I gotta do is wake up from one nightmare and realize that he's jumping me while I sleep. So the second I see him next, I'll be like, okay, I'm sleeping. Lucid dream. I give myself a lightsaber. I wield the Force. I have the power of a Kryptonian. I can punch his jaw clean off his face. That's genius. So I'm gonna say mild difficulty just in case he waxes my shit in the first dream. But again, I don't think so. Pennywise. Now, if Pennywise showed up as my worst fear of all time, it'd be hard to know that you're dealing with Pennywise because you just think that your worst fear is before you. But I don't know what my worst fear is. Like maybe waking up and not being able to bench 225 for reps. Not being 6'3", missing my stream streak that's now over 504 days strong. If I was presented with a victim weight version of myself, I could just oos. He's done. He's fucking useless. Why would I be scared of that fool? And then if he presents himself as Pennywise, I'll just talk a little bit of that shit. But you know, it might be like, at first glance, I might be like, ah! Then I'd lock in. I'll say a little trouble. Jaws, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Don't go in the water. But let's say you are even in the water. Fuck. So like, what are we saying here? Like, if we're just dropping me in the middle of the ocean and I gotta deal with Jaws, I'm fucked. I'm getting bored. Unless I just oos right in his nose. But who knows the efficacy of that? I'm not sure anybody does. But like, if I know Jaws is lurking in my local, I don't know, swimming pool because I'm not near any oceans, it'd be mild difficulty. So I think it's a toss-up. It depends. Leprechaun. I'm not gonna pull up on any pots of gold. I'm not gonna go near any rainbows. If he was on my ass, I just kick him in the fucking jaw with some steel-toe boots. Short people. I've dealt with them before. I could deal with them again. Maybe a little trouble though. Terrifier. I think this is like a cosmic being or something. There's something wrong with this guy. I'm not really sure what he does, but I hear he just gets a hold out of everybody and he's not beatable. He's unfuckwittable, right? I'm fucked. I'm getting porked by the Terrifier. The Nun. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna get mad at me that like I'm sinning? Guess what? Aren't we all? Nobody's perfect. Besides, shout out JC. So I mean, not even her. So like, what's her beef with me personally? The convent is being haunted and controlled by Valak, a demonic entity that takes the form of an evil nun. It attacks and torments anyone who uncovers its dark secrets. Guys, demons? Give me one of these things and I'm dealing with the demon handily. But again, like, what do demons really fucking do? Or has any demon really done damage inside of their movie? I think this might be like a little trouble. Like maybe if I just get some holy water. I don't know if they sell that at like the local CVS, but I find it. World War Z. Zombies, bro. This is my forte. I know how to do like all the Easter eggs on Black Ops 3. I know how to get all the perks. I know how to train, right? All you gotta do is this. You know what I'm saying? You're good. But that being said, these motherfuckers are aggressive. It's like you're starting on round 50 on round 1, because I believe we're on round 1 in life because we've never dealt with zombies. My chances are fucking slim, but I'd stand in my base. I'm not saying I'm getting poor. Get out! I think I survived Get Out pretty easy. I'm not gonna say why. I mean, look at me. I don't think I'm the target of the people there. I was gonna say that. Guys, Halloween! You're getting hunted down by this gentleman. This guy, he's a force of nature. I would liken him to the old, when you take 500 grand, but a snail chases you slowly and it doesn't stop. He is that snail. He will fucking find you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And can you handle him when he arrives? No, he got jumped lethally by an entire town and lived to tell the tale. I don't know how to fucking deal with this guy. If he's got me on his hit list, I don't even know what the fuck to do. I'm getting
for your next car?
The Ring. Okay. If somebody hands me like a fucked up VHS tape, I'm not watching it. A fucked up CD, I'm not watching. As a matter of fact, if anybody hands me physical media in 2026, I'm not watching it because this is a new era of streaming. And I'd also be confused why the fuck you're giving me that in the first place. And if I did happen to watch it, the second the weird girl pops at the screen, like, I'm gonna talk to her. Talk no jutsu. Ask her how her day is going. I'm gonna say I understand how it must be terrible having this shit and act as like a form of entertainment for people to like make fun of you. I bet they say like, I bet they call you a part-timer. You're not even really like a horror villain like that. I understand you. It depends on like if she understands me, if she only speaks like, I say mild difficulty. It follows. This is a demonic entity that's transferred through intercourse. I feel like this is the type of demonic entity you get from like a hook, right? Like I don't think I'd find myself in the position where I'd get like I'd be entangled with a woman that would give me that, right? My type is women of sound moral character who make good life decisions, who are chasing something, who have desires and dreams of their own, not some people who, you know, I'd get with on the first date in a vehicle. I think this is like, maybe if somehow it worked through the grapevine, maybe a little trouble, but I say it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's say I'm on the steel ball run, and I have to take like a pit stop in Armadillo, Texas. And there's a shack. And the inside is this crazy motherfucker going, I could outrun him, bro. He's obese. Like, I'm sorry, I could easily outrun this fraud. And you're telling me you can see perfectly well out of that? Hasn't seen a Colgate toothpaste bottle in eons also. Like, he's gonna trip on something on his way out. He's not catching up to it, man. I'm outrunning this fool with ease. Dare I say easy peasy lemon squeezy. A Quiet Place. Guys, you've heard me stream. I don't think there's a way in hell that I could live in a world where I'm like, shh, learning sign language. My fingers might cramp. Like, even, like, what if I gotta pop my fingers? And also, not to mention, like, have you guys ever drank water in public and then it accidentally goes down the wrong pipe, and while you're like in the crowd, you're like, you're just losing all your aura and shit? What if that happens while you're walking out getting supplies? You're screwed. There's just so many things that can go sideways. Especially if, like, bro, if you let like a sneaky toot out, just a little Dusty Martin under the cracks. Like, bro, imagine getting waxed by a fart. That's just no way I'd want to live, man. I'm getting porked. Third box. What is this? You just gonna stay shacked up and like blindfold yourself when you go outside? What if you just like accidentally look out the window? And then it's immediately wrapped. And then not to mention like the freakazoids that are coming after you as well. Yeah, chances are slim with that one. Conjuring. Wildly overrated in terms of its fear factor. The movie itself, not scary at all. As far as the universe, bro, demonic entities I can handle with ease. I'd play Devil Went Down to Georgia, and I'd get jiggy something fierce. Or, if shit's weird, move out! Don't stay there, you fools! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Friday the 13th. Now, the first movie. If I'm camping and I notice a old woman sneak into my cabin, I hear her like mumble about something. You took my Jason from me. Bro, I am getting up, standing my base, and throwing the meanest 3-punch combination you've ever seen in your life. And she's gonna be like, and I'm a light ass sleeper. Like, I didn't get no type of sleep last night because I'm such a light sleeper. But listen, if it's Jason, I I seen like an athletic individual in the 8th movie throw a right cross to his dome piece. Jason ate that shit, returned fire, knocked his head clean off his shoulders. But how high do I scale with a clobbering with my Louisville Slugger? Have we seen what Gianni Galuzzi's Louisville Slugger does to Jason? I'm not certain that we have. If I'm armed with this thing, listen, chances are slim with Jason. I easily survive the mom though. Scream! What I assume Scream to be would be one of my like high school acquaintances, just like some fratmeister mutt, putting on the scary garb and just going to town. There wasn't a single like one of these chill-ass dudes or whatever that could have tested me in one-on-one unarmed physical combat. Okay, maybe like a couple. I don't want to be like, yeah, type shit. So like, if one of them were trying to like press me, I just it's just the element of surprise that I have to watch out for. But if I'm able to keep my jet watched, I'd be safe. I'd say maybe a little trouble. The Babadook. This is a demonic entity that comes from reading a book. That's where you lost me. I would never. I'm more scared of the book than I am of the Babadook. I've not read physical media, save for a comic book, in like years. I'm probably the person who's keeping Audible afloat from a financial standpoint. I just can't sit down and read a fucking novel. I don't know why. I'm literally in zero danger of this ever actually getting me my ass, realistically. Paranormal Activity. Guys, if I thought there was some freaky shit going on in my household, I'm streaming live and doing a sleep stream. Easiest survivability of my life. If I told you my house was haunted and things were being thrown to and fro all over my room, the whole thing was cattywampus, would you guys just stay up for a single night to watch? But again, and then the second you guys tell me some things went sideways during the night, I'm like, all right, let me just move out. This, nope. Or maybe I just throw some holy water in the vents or the fans or whatever, bro. Holy water seems to be just a new solution for everything. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The Exorcist! I think this is literally just a possessed freaky witch. Supposedly the scariest movie of all time. I disagree. Right? Like, it's a jit who needs some Burt's Bees chapstick. That's really what it is. So if you mean to tell me I am in a bad ways because of a possessed little girl, again, you guys have to understand the 3-punch combination factor. Throw your punches and combinations and you're good in most of the cases. And bro, like holy water solos. Just get a little bit of this, get you a bottle's worth. Get you a little like cross totem. The power of Christ compels you. Again, easy peasy lemon squeezy. The Predator. Big problem. You gotta deal with this guy. I'm not certain I'd be ready to rock against this fool. However, who's the main hero of the story? Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's his power? Big biceps. Who does that remind you of? So at first glance, while Arnold's biceps may slightly be bigger than mine, the core power is the exact same thing. And if that's all I need to survive and make it through the day, I'll just say mild difficulty, all right? Child's Play. Chucky the doll. He is a doll with the mouth of a salty truck driver who's got a little bit of an angry temperament. Why would I ever be afraid of that gentleman? You could punch, you could kick. Okay, he tries crawling up your leg, grab his ass off you, and chuck him across the room. Chuck him. See what I did there? Chuck him. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's no big deal whatsoever. Now, the sneak factor. You gotta account for the sneak factor, so I'm actually gonna say a little trouble. The Purge. I've been over this before. Yo, I got a solid group of fellas. If I assemble all my boys and I just say, listen, we just gotta make it through a night, we hold down this fort with our lives. Final stand tightness. That's doable. I got a trusty arrangement of fellas. We could easily do this. The Purge though, listen, me and my boys are gonna be able to stand our base. Like we'll just find like the group house. I think maybe like realistically speaking, just a little trouble. The Thing, AKA Among Us the movie. Now, if an alien infiltrated me and my boys' room and was posing as one of us and we didn't know who we were trapped in that space, I feel like we could sniff it out. Again, you just say like, okay, what did I say I would do if presented with Judy Hopps at 4 a.m. in the PlayStation party? Oh, but they got the memories, fuck. I feel like all you would have to do is just ask them to recount all the heinous things that you or they have said inside of a PlayStation party, and you're good. No way a fucking alien could recall that. And then you just like throw a little fire on them, bada bing, bada boom, Bub's your uncle. Now, it would be hard to detect if they have the memories though. So I'm gonna say mild difficulty, but they weren't that lethal. You just gotta watch your gem. 28 days later, again, the zombies, I got it covered. Easter eggs, perk, pack a punch. Side Easter eggs even. Oh yeah, but these are pretty aggressive motherfuckers. But I don't think it's as bad as World War Z, so I'm gonna say mild difficulty. Us! Evil doppelgangers. They do the exact same thing. So they have the exact amount of training that I have inside of the gymnasium. All my power. Doesn't know how to speak is all. He's an animalistic version of me. However, that might be where I gain the advantage. I got tactical thought. I'm a chess player. I think 2-3 moves ahead at all given points in time. And I'd beat a dumb version of myself 10 times out of 10 for that reason. Cause he can do everything I can, besides think tactically. That's where I gain the advantage. He'd be a motherfucker to deal with. I'll say chances are slim. Insidious. Guys, you know how I feel about demonic spirits, especially when they take over jets. Easy peasy. Lemon Street.
So baby, now you feel like